Ramenas. Good day and welcome to the Sport Rap Show. This is Jesse Jackson Kauraifa, your host for today. And now for your latest on the hit list. Namibian lightweight world boxing champion Albinus Danny Boy Feliciano, also known as Feel the Pain, addressed rumors about Harry Simon Jr. being the one who called him out for a fight. Danny Boy told Namibia Media Holdings that he was one who called Jr. out. I get people asking me how I feel about Harry Simon Jr. calling me out for a fight when it was actually me who reached out to him. I don't want to fight bums. Junior has a great record, so I think he deserves a good fight that can change his life. He is lucky because this will be a great exposure for him and he will also be getting paid a lot of money. Danny Boy said that he wants to change boxing in Namibia. The Namibia Football Association has announced that Mabos Vries will temporarily assume the role of NFA Secretariat head for a few days as the current acting Secretary General Jochen Traut has been granted leave. The NFA's Normalization Committee announced this in a statement issued on 29th May. Johannes Mabos Vries has been appointed in an acting capacity in this position for this period. Kindly accord him with the necessary support during this time. Chairman of the association, Besi Uirap, wrote. The former goalkeeper expressed gratitude towards the committee for trusting him with a temporary role. Vries said the role comes with plenty of responsibilities and he expects to fulfill his task. It is understood that the league director has been given an assignment to complete while Traut is on leave. Let us now visit the marketplace before we continue with the hit list. Deep Yellow Limited and its wholly owned subsidiary, Reptile Minerals Resources and Exploration Ltd, RMR, handed over a donation of sports equipment to the Game Changers program at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund. RMM remains committed to enhancing sports development in Namibia and actively seeks out new ways to make a positive impact on the community. This handover ceremony is just one of the many initiatives undertaken by RMR to achieve their overreaching goal. The donation, valued at 25,000 Namibian dollars, included soccer and netball kits as well as balls. Chandel Raymond, the Game Changer coordinator at the MTC Dome, expressed her gratitude for the generous donation and emphasized the potential benefits it will bring to all the children involved. The spotlight is up next, but let's go to the marketplace.
Most days are not a measurement of time, but the distance from here to the finish line. For the race you are running, for your kids, your career, your health, your future. Not away, but towards it. While the voice in your head reminds you it won't be easy. But by simply swinging your feet towards the floor, you've taken the first step. Grow for it with Stamino Grow. 5-in-1 supplement available at all leading pharmacies.
Today, the spotlight is on Jeremiah Loki Nakathila, who speaks about his trip to the USA. The boxer lost to Raymond Moratala in a fight he believes was unfair. Nakathila was here today to shed some light on the fight and made accusations in terms of how proceedings went in the United States of America. Enjoy. Loki, Jeremiah Nakathila, welcome back. I know that you've been here for a while now, but of course it's the first time coming to our studios, and actually to be able to tell the story, how it went down in the United States and what's next for you. So I mean, I know it was a second round technical knockout defeat. How did you see the fight that time?
Yeah, no, thank you, Jesse. It was nice. It was a great opportunity for me being in the US. I'm proud of myself to compete at that level. Competing at that level is already a win. So you can't compete at that level just like that. You have to deserve to be there at that level. So we did great for boxing in Namibia to fight at that level of undisputed cut in MGM Grand. One of the top card for top rank. Yeah, it was great for me. Yeah, coming back to the result, I felt like it was a mafia game. If what happened and looking at what was also the upload on YouTube is far different. It took a second for the referee to stop the fight, whereby it was a big fight, title fight. You you have to go down, for instance. If maybe you are knocked, you have to be counted. If you can't recover, then the referee can waive off the fight, or you can he can count you and then tell you to move and see your balance. So all the what have to be done normally when it comes to the stoppage, it was not done. I didn't get hit. First I didn't get hit, and they went on to upload on YouTube something which didn't happen. It's like they make it a movie. So reality movies sometimes not a reality. They are movies which are reality, but that was just like they fake it. Like this is what happened. They even make it a bit longer. I don't know how they do it, but the technology there is far. But to convince somebody else who was not watching live, especially in a venue, one can look at it like, oh, this is what happened. But the reality of it does not happen. It was just 2 punches that guy throw. Those punches didn't even hurt me, and the referee jumped in to call. I know they are fearing me. They know the danger I possess, and then it was a plan for the referee to stop the fight just in premature. There was nothing. I was not hurt. I was just there.
Okay, but it was not a title fight, right?
It was a title fight.
Okay.
There was WBO Global on the line. There was IBF and the NB. There were 3 belts on the line. That's why if you go there, if you check after the fight, that there was given belt. Actually, he had 1 belt, and then there was 2 belts on the line. One I was fighting him. For them, they just put the fight because this guy was not highly ranked like me. So for the opportunity for the WBO Global to put the title on the line is because of me. and then the IBF come in also. So everything was put for, because when you are under somebody's promotion, you are fighting under a different promotion which is not your promotion. It's always hard, and things like this can happen. So you cannot really. It's a bit tough to say. There was nothing you can do to avoid it, because they do it just like that. You were not hurt. There's no punch. You didn't receive a punch to say you get hit and go down and you get. There's nothing. So it was just like that.
Okay, looking at prior to this fight, how was the atmosphere there in the arena in terms of, I know you have been that side before and going back there again, how was it there? Were you a familiar figure?
Yeah, it was nice. It was the people, they were a lot. It was the arena was full. It was full to capacity, and I think the marketing was on point. And so for me, fighting at the level, I'm used now. It's not the first time, so even if it's a big crowd, you see, it will not really interfere with how I'm going to perform. So it's only the result which disappoints me.
Stepping back into the fight, what was your plan? Was it to assess him and then counter him, or was it because I felt you didn't go full out in the first round? I'm sure maybe you were doing some assessments.
Yes. Going the fight, we have a plan. We study how Mutala fight. We study him, and then their expectation was, I'm going in there and then throw bombs. And then we avoided that. You can see I controlled the whole first round. Even the second round, I controlled it until the referee jammed in from nowhere to stop the fight, when I didn't get any hit from any punch. So we had a plan. I couldn't really get in there and then full time. When I was just about to start, they know, even them, they know the danger I possess. So they made sure that, okay, at least this guy didn't start with firework. So, but let us not allow him to start, because it will be difficult and we're gonna lose the belt.
So in terms of power and stuff like that, would you say you could match him? His punches were not that powerful.
I don't see. I was a stronger. I feel my power is stronger than him. There was no match. We didn't really compete that much for me to determine that he's strong. But for few punches that he throw, I don't see any power in him.
Okay. So what's next, Loki? What's next for you?
Yeah. For now, I'm just relaxing. So next week I'll be back in the gym. We already spoke few words with Nesta. So I'll be back in the gym. We'll see. I might have a fight here local, and then thereafter, because after you lost, you always need a win. So we are still highly ranked. We are still highly ranked. So we just need a win, and we can still have a chance to compete, or to compete that side of the world, which is in the US. US now is where boxing is. So for now, I'm just gonna go back to the gym, train, and then still I'm in the spirit of boxing.
So you are not even thinking of giving up yet. It has not even come to your mind.
It didn't even cross my mind to retire from boxing. So yeah, the body tells if I feel stronger, I'm still the same guy. I even feel much stronger. Like now, I move up in weight. Now I make my weight easier. I don't take off much weight compared to when I was a junior light. So I'll still be around, and hopefully I'll make the country proud and myself and my team that I'm looking forward. Like things like this happens, but it can only motivate me to work extra harder.
All right, thank you so much, Loki. One of the advice you would give probably boxing fans that from your side in terms of how and the support they have given you?
Yeah, to the boxing fans, especially to the young ones that are looking to be boxer. Yeah, they must be motivated by me, competing at that level. They should get in the gym, train. Boxing is sport in general. It's a good thing. It keep you away from other bad things, and then you at the end of the day you make life out of sport. So we see a lot of sport people excel and make it mine compared to being just there. But at least sport, you can go to school. They must the young people, they can go to school and do sport. They must just make it combine. So if you combine the two, you will not even have time to do other negative things. So because your time is occupied by positive stuff.
Thank you so much, Loki.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Johannes Voges Aranos Coetzee, born 14 March 1988, is one of our rugby legends today. And well, he played for the Cheetahs in the Pro 14 and the Free State Cheetahs in the Currie Cup. His regular position is prop. Coetzee was born in Windhoek and went to primary school in Aranos before moving to South Africa to attend Hoër Landbou School, Boland in Paarl. He was selected to represent Western Province at the 2006 Academy Week and was subsequently included in the South Africa team that participated in the Under-18 Africa Cup. After high school, Coetzee moved to Potchefstroom, where he represented the Leopards Under-21 in the 2008 and 2009 Under-21 Provincial Championships. In 2006, Coetzee represented South Africa at the Under-18 Africa Cup. However, he switched allegiance to his country of birth, Namibia, and made his test debut for them on 6 June 2015 in their 2015 Africa Cup match against Tunisia in Nabil. Coetzee was also named in the 50-man Namibian training squad prior to the 2015 Rugby World Cup. He is one of the legends of the game in this country. We will now visit the marketplace before Ariogat graces with us with his presence.
It takes heart and all the soul. A head stuck in the game. It takes every bone in your body, all the blood in your veins. And then more blood, and more sweat, more tears, all your hopes and your dreams. It takes conquering fears. It's late nights and weekends, 6 to 6s, 9 to 5s. It takes sacrifice and suffering every moment of our lives. It takes kick after kick, being kicked when you're down. It takes fighting for hours for inches of ground. It takes every last line out, every last second spent. It takes absolute devotion, It takes 100%.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. The French Open, well on its way. It mostly first round games that was concluded. In the men's side of the draw, it is Carlos Alcaraz, number 1 seed, safely through to the next round. He won his first round game match against Flavio Cobolli of Italy by 6-love, 6-2 and 7-5. Also through is Italian Yannick Sinner, 8th seed. He beat Alexander Muller of France by also in 3 sets. And then it was number 3 seed Novak Djokovic. He's one of the favorites. He's in the same side of the draw as Carlos Alcaraz. They might meet in the semi-finals if all goes to plan for both of them. But it's Novak Djokovic also off to a winning side in the first round, beat Alex Kabovic, and he beat him in 3 sets. Not a good start, not a good tournament though for Felix Auger-Aliassime of Canada. He's a number 10th seed, but he's out of the tournament. He's going home. He lost to Fabio Fognini, his experienced clay court player from Italy. The score there is 6-4, 6-4 and 6-3 in the third set. On the women's side of the draw, it was Sloane Stephens of America that had a good result. She's unseeded, but in the first round she beat Karolina Pliskova, the 16th seed, and she beat her by 6-love and 6-4. Quite a good start for Sloane Stephens in the tournament. Also number 10 seed, Petra Kvitova, she's out. She lost to Elisabetta Cassioretu, and the score 6-3 and 6-4. Better for some of the other seeds that through to the second round. It is 20th seed, that is Madeleine Keys. She's through to the second round. And also Caroline Garcia, she's from France, number 5 seed, one of the favorites in the tournament. She's obviously from France, and she's also through. She beat Xing Wang from China. That was also in a tough game in 3 sets. And we continue with cricket news. It's the Indian Premier League final that was played, the IPL, and the winners of the 2023 title is the Chennai Super Kings. Game was meant to be played on Sunday. There was rain around. There was also rain that affected the game that was on Monday. Firstly, what happened was Chennai Super Kings beat the Gujarat Titans by 5 wickets. That's their 5th title that they've achieved for the franchise. What happened in the game was a high-scoring game. 214 for 4, that was the score for the Gujarat Titans, the highest score in a final ever, and it was Sai Sudhansan that scored 96. It was rain affected then, and the chase for the Chennai Super Kings was reduced to 15 overs. They needed to score 171 runs because of the Duckworth-Lewis system. They did it on the very last ball of the 15th over to win by 5 wickets, and Devon Conway of New Zealand, he's the big star there. He scored 47 of just 25 deliveries. So it was the 5th title for the Chennai Super Kings. The Gujarat Titans couldn't defend their title from last year. And one South African in the final, it was David Miller. He played for the Gujarat Titans. He didn't bat, but he was at least involved in that final. Continuing international sports news with soccer news, and it's news from the English Premier League. Not good news for Leicester City. Unfortunately, they were relegated from the Premier League to the Championship. That was after they had a good success the last few years. They won the league actually in 2016, the Premier League winners, and also the FA Cup winners in 2021. But relegated this year, it is not good news for the club. But the owner of the club, it's Igawat Srivaddhanaprada, he said that they will back the club. They will not back down. And they will probably need to lose a few players. That is quite expensive on their books. So there's a few contracts that end for the Leicester players. It is firstly Yuri Tillemans, one of the players, and also Johnny Evans. Their contracts are up for renewal, but they will probably move to other clubs. Also the coach, Dean Smith, uncertain what will his future be. He only took over for the last 8 games of the season, so it's uncertain if he will continue to be the coach of Leicester City in the new season. That's international sports news for now. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And that brings us to the end of today's show. Catch the sport wrap again tomorrow at the same time and place. Goodbye.